we remain unconvinced that this project makes sense, that protects our environment and protects the taxpayers of British Columbia.
The BC Liberals have said no to the highly controversial Northern Gateway oil pipeline. Or maybe it's a not yet. The Liberals say this project is just too environmentally risky and that a trust me from the company is not good enough.
At the end of the day, once the NEB has finished their work, we will have to reevaluate again to see if our concerns have been addressed or not. But to date, we can say that they have not.
Now, lots of people think that the Northern Gateway project has now been killed, but others say the Liberals have left the door open.
It's as dead as it will ever get. And I think it's a message to Enbridge that if you want to build a pipeline, build it somewhere else.
I am surprised by how many people think this is a convincing, resounding final no. I think this is just the first step in negotiating towards Premier Clark's 5 conditions. I don't think the NGP is dead quite yet.
My belief is that because of First Nations opposition, as well as the threat of a large-scale civil disobedience movement and an election year coming up federally, that the federal government is unlikely to make a decision to favor the Gateway project.
I think a lot of it was posturing, and I think Gateway is far from dead. It makes so much economic sense.
The fact is, the final decision rests with the federal government, and the Conservatives are desperate to find new markets for Alberta's oil.
Our government is still committed to seeing Canadian resources reach world markets so we can get world market prices, so we can have the tax revenue from that in order to support the Canadian economy.
The federal government theoretically could try and create a constitutional crisis by expropriating the land, but that would cause the biggest constitutional crisis we have seen in generations.
The Premier is now in a position to say yes to at least one of the pipeline proposals that are out there without really putting her career and her government at risk.
You know, this project isn't dead yet, but it's on life support. The Conservatives can't force it through without losing huge political support in BC. But if Clark and the Liberals do kill the Northern Gateway pipeline, they'll be under huge pressure to say yes to the Kinder Morgan pipeline through the heart of Metro Vancouver. So you can expect pipeline politics for years to come. For This Week in BC, I'm Sean Leslie.